Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. First and foremost, we do not have our steady cam today, so this video may be a little bit shaky, so we do apologize in advance. You are looking at an absolutely gorgeous 2002 Toyota Tacoma, flawless Carfax report, flawless history, clean and clear title with 94,000 original and documented miles. Here at Davis Autosports, we do specialize in this generation Tacoma. This is one of the nicer ones we've had in recent times. Extremely clean, as you'll see as we walk around and do a 4K video for you guys. Also have a ton of leaves that have been dropping over the last few days, so we do apologize for any noise that picks up as we step on them. Like I was saying earlier, 94,000 miles, perfect history, clean and clear title. No body repairs. The undercarriage, which we have about 30 pictures on our listing on our site, davisautosports.com. You'll see is absolutely brand new looking underneath. The paint, my guys did our full paint correction service on this, about 5 days with 2 guys, and the end result is absolutely beautiful factory, all original paint. Part of that process, we removed any small PDR dings. We also removed the flares off of the truck, prepped them, sanded them, and painted them with an automotive satin black paint. So they look that good, not because they have any tire shine or anything on them. That's how they're going to look for years to come. Our paint correction process, if you're unfamiliar with it, essentially we use multiple grits of high grit sandpaper all the way up to 3000. We're sanding away a very, very thin top coat layer. And then with that new layer, we then use multiple steps of high-speed compounds, different pads, different polishes to bring that new layer back to life. So what's exposed right now on the top coat surface, that's the first time that this coat has been the top coat. It was sort of behind the top coat, if you will. So that's why a lot of people say, man, y'all's paint looks so good. Well, we try to buy the cleanest Tacomas we can, but then it's our paint correction process, which is a very tedious process. My guys that have been doing it for well over 5, 6, 7 years, and that's all they do for me. We also refinished the wheels, gave them a nice clean look, nice Nitto Terra Grappler tires all the way around, and there's a close-up of that beautiful, as you see, no shine whatsoever. A nice, and these are removed off of the truck, done correctly, done the right way. As you see, the body is very, very straight. Windshield in phenomenal condition. The undercarriage of this Tacoma is very, very clean. Now, the only thing to nitpick this entire truck for, and it's no fault of the truck or Toyota or of the previous owner, the Weston side steps, those are very cheap. They're very thin. The bar itself is decent. The connecting plate that connects the side step to the frame, that area is very thin. I would personally probably do away with those, but we left those on there just in case. But that is really the only thing to nitpick on this entire truck, and that's a very small matter. Had nothing to do with the truck itself. As nice as this truck is, please expect some minor scratches that during our paint correction process we did touch up. It is a factory TRD, off-road package. Once again, check out the nice wheel that we refinished and the center cap. Just a beautiful, beautiful truck. Rear tailgate does have a little bit of bumps and bruises, nothing hateful by any means. As you see, the tailgate very clean, no major dents, but top of the tailgate, little areas that we have touched up. Factory bed liner, those are leaves that have just made their way down, and this is just the floor mat that my guys put in so I don't get it dirty. Tailgate, no rust issues whatsoever there. We'll start off up here at the front and work our way down on this side. Let me show you guys the hood as well. Very clean. Headlights very clean. Fog lights. The bottom valance has also been repainted, so the reason that's so nice and black, and the reason we do that, guys, anything plastic on any vehicle. It's not just Toyotas. Jeeps are notorious for them as well. That plastic fades over, and these are 20-year-old trucks, so they start to get a light gray and everything else. And a lot of companies will spray a instant shine or a tire cleaner just to get them dark in the pictures, so that when you see them in the pictures or in the person the first day you buy them, they look nice and deep and rich, and then they fade away and look terrible after a week or so. These are obviously going to stay like that because they have been painted. This is a beautiful color in person, especially when the sun hits it. It almost has a burnt orange look to it. The sun's making its way down, getting dark early this time of year. But the gloss on this paint, I mean, just take a look at how smooth that paint is. The reflection's perfect, and that is part of the paint correction process. Now, with paint correction, you still have to have paint that's in good condition and clear coat to start off with. You can't have something that's been completely tore up and for it to come out like this. So you already have to be working with good quality clear coat and paint. This side of the bed got a couple little scratches, nothing major, but as nice as this truck is, it does have some very minor, I wouldn't call it wear, just little scuff marks here and there, paint chips. Rear sliding glass. Inside is extremely clean, non-smoker. Cigarette lighter's never been used. I also want to tell you guys, every single panel on this entire truck, both front fenders, hood, doors, rear quarter, tailgate, all have the factory issued VIN plate. This is a 100% original truck, and also we found no paint work on this truck. So all original panels, which is very rare to come across of this year vehicle. Door panels clean, no odors, no cigarette burns, and I can tell you with these Tacomas, with this velour material, if any ash of any sort from any cigarette drops on these, they burn right away. These are not forgiving seats at all when it comes to cigarette smokers, and it's unfortunate because I have to pass on so many really nice Tacomas because they got burn holes in them, and that's just one thing that we don't really buy here at Davis Autosports. Got all your books and manuals. Another nice thing that this truck does have, it's got all your keys and remotes, and I'll show you, it does have remote start, which is a really nice option, especially as we're coming into winter. I'm going to pop the hood for you guys. You can leave your heat on the analog buttons and start it up in the winter from the inside of your house. So just when you turn it off, turn the heat on, and then as you start it, the heat gets the cab nice and warm. Cigarette lighter's never been used. Inside's very, very clean. But let me pop the hood for you guys. That paint correction did such a good job, the phone's sliding down. So check out how clean this engine bay is. I mean, just super clean. Look at the wheel wells, the firewall. Just a really, really clean engine bay. Like I said, all the factory VIN plates all the way around on every single panel. 2.7 4-cylinder engine, obviously. So let's see if we can brush up on some of my, I believe you hit that. We'll tackle this together to see what happens. Maybe have to hold it down. But this bottom right button is the starter button. All right, I hear something going on. Yep, I hear it chiming. Headlights come on automatically as well. And that's it running. Now, if you wanted to as well, let's say you started up in the morning and you decided you don't want to go anywhere, you can easily turn it off with the remote as well. And if you want to get going, you just unlock it, make your way, and it would only start if the alarm is active and on. So as you see, the heat's obviously on because the analog knobs give you the ability to do that. It's one of the nice things about having a non-digital cluster is that you can preset it. And same thing in the summer, have the AC on. So it's running right now, but if someone was to get in while it's running, break your window, as soon as you hit the brake, it cuts off. So you just simply put your key in, turn it on the on position, and you're ready to go. I don't think there's one. Oh, you know what? I was getting ready to tell you guys that there's not one single rock chip on the windshield, and just reminded myself there shouldn't be, because we actually just got it replaced last week. It had 2 big chips in it, and now no chips in it. Literally brand new windshield that we just got installed. New seal obviously as well. AC's on, blowing nice and cold. Nothing like having a fresh new windshield. Even if you don't have big cracks or big chips, you still have a ton of those little debris marks that just make it a little bit cloudy. Truck literally drives perfect. Steering's nice and tight. On the brakes right now. No shaking of the wheel. We're going to go ahead and do a U-turn right here if we can. Gotta see what this big guy's doing right here. Let's see. He's going to be turning. He's going to let me go. Thank you, bud. Full RPM shift, super smooth. Alright guys, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to contact us at 855-955-3377. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is not our full advertisement. We're only using YouTube to actually host our video. So go to our website, davisautosports.com. We'll put a link in the description below. Have a good day, and thank you for viewing.